Because according to God, you're a king on this earth. You're a God of the earth. All right? Right quick, let's get that in Isaiah 10 and 8. Isaiah 10 and 8, right quick. Isaiah 10 and 8. We're going to show you that God said that you are a God. He said that before any other religion on the face of the planet. God said that first. All right? 10 and 8.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
For he said, are not my princes altogether kings?
Kings. And then what? Say it again. Read it again.
For he said, are not all my princes altogether kings?
So God called you a prince, and he also called you a king in the same breath. That's what he called you. So you are most definitely a king. Most definitely. But the question is, what are you ruling in your life? What are you over in your life? We have to be more than a title. That's the whole thing. The black and Hispanic man has to be more than a title. He's going around here tatting up, fornicating, drinking, smoking, getting another STD, making another baby mama. That's not being a king. That's not establishing yourself. All right? So marriage is one of those first things. All right, you can go back to Sirach 6 and 7. Marriage is one of those things right there. Marriage is establishing a nation. All right? I know it's more than that, bring it out.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Right, and that's anybody. That's even us. You have to prove us. That's why we always say, do your research. And if what we're not doesn't line up with the scriptures, okay, you don't have to. You don't have to. All right, 1 Peter 4 and 11. You have to make sure that what we're saying is correct. Because we're not out here to lead you wrong. We've been led wrong for 400 years plus. Black, Hispanic man, Native American man, those are bywords to begin with. Those are low-level words. Those are blasphemy according to the Bible. According to God, calling you a black man is blasphemy. Calling an Hispanic man is blasphemy.
Bring it out.
God didn't call you that.
Right.
He called you a king, first and foremost. He called you an Israelite, according to the Bible. You're an Israelite. All right? Bring it out.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God.
So if any man that is the son of God is speaking, he has to speak what?
As the oracles of God.
As the scripture says. He cannot come out of his own emotions, how I feel, what my mama said, what my daddy said. It's what God said.
That's right.
That's what's established right there. So the words that we are saying are the same words that God, Christ, and the prophets are saying. The same thing. That's why we're out here. So you think we just set this up right here? No, everything is of the Lord. He told us to do this thing. Right quick. Is it morning? Huh? Oh, bring it out.
If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which God giveth.
So if any man ministers, which means if any man speaks the word of God, he has to minister to his best of ability. All right? Because some know little and some know a whole lot. Because we have men over us that taught us accordingly. All right? Right, he's teaching you YouTube. He's going to go to YouTube, showing you everything. Right, yeah, we're on Instagram. Forgot to tell him that. Thank you. We're on Instagram. Hey, we're all over social media, man. All right, we do marches and everything, just to uplift our people and to let them know that we're here. We're a nation. Blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans are a nation. They're a nation of people according to God. But we're not taught that thing. They always want to divide us in the middle so we can be against each other. No, God said that we are one stick. We are one nation. We are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
Right.
That's exactly who we are. All right, continue.
That God in all things may be glorified through Jesus Christ.
So you glorify God and Jesus Christ when you come out here and preach to your people. That's what kings do. So as a king is supposed to establish order as well. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're making proclamations. The proclamation is of this Bible right here. Christ is coming back. You're an Israelite according to the Bible. Black and Hispanic men are the Israelites according to the Bible. Hispanic or black is a byword according to God. Let's get that. Let's get that. Let's get that. Because we've been taught bywords when we came to this country. Straight up bywords. Right. Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 37. Thou shalt become an astonishment.
So God said that the children of Israel will become an astonishment. We would hate each other. We would get tatted up. We would be what? We'd be running from a cop with our pants to our knees. Well, how you gonna get away from a cop with your pants to your knees? Are you kidding me? You're gonna trip and fall. You're gonna trip and fall for one. Let's just be real. All right? So we've been taught to be everything carnal, but nothing spiritual. And God made us to be spiritual men, to be over all nations accordingly.
That's right.
A proverb and a byword.
A proverb and a byword. That's something out of your God-given name. The black man wasn't, you're not known as a color, all right? Color, that's a color in the crayon box. They call some of my Hispanic brothers brown. That's another color in the crayon box. It's the same daggone thing. They're always changing our nationality because they don't want you to know how important you are to God. And they don't want us to come together as a people, under the banner of Christ, El Cristo, all right? Bring it out.
Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Among all nations, because we were scattered. How you doing, brother? Because we were scattered according to God. We were scattered because of our rebelliousness. Okay, yeah, take pictures. We love it. Take pictures. We like that thing. We were called a proverb and a byword because of our rebelliousness to God. Okay, we were scattered up by him as well. We were scattered as a nation of people because we used to be one stick. We used to be together. All right, bring it up.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other.
So we are all over the world. They even got Hispanics in China. We didn't even know that thing. We were like, what? They had an Hispanic heritage in China. We were like, whoa, wait a minute. We over there in China too? Guess what? And that's what prophets are doing. We're trying to make it over there to each of these countries and do the work of our forefathers.
Right.
Because guess what? Paul, you got John, you got all these prophets in the Bible. They did the work. They went from country to country, scattering the good news to the prophets, the other sleep prophets of the Most High God. So we have to do the same thing if we the sons of God. All right, we're going to follow the same pattern after our forefathers. And that's what we're doing. That's why we're on the street corners right now. We're showing love to our people. We're showing them how they are the greatest nation on earth, according to the Bible.
That's right.
Deuteronomy 7, verse 6. We got you. Deuteronomy 7, verse 6. If you got questions, let us know. All right. Deuteronomy 7, verses 6.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
God said that the black, Hispanic, and Native American man is a holy people according to him. Nobody else. God is our king.
That's right.
Through his son Christ. Bring it out.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
He chose us to be special unto him. All right. Bring it out.
Above all people.
Above what?
Above all people.
When you're above all people, what is that saying? You better than what? You're right. You 100%. He said we are the best thing on planet Earth.
That's
The
right.
black and Hispanic man are the best thing that were ever made on planet Earth. Ever. Ever. So God said we are above what?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
We are above all people. We're above the Chinese, the Arabs, the Japanese, the so-called Caucasians. We're over everybody.
That's right.
Up on the face of the earth. Thus saith the Lord. That's
Bring
why
it
they
out.
don't want you. That's what they don't want you to know. They only see you as a commodity. They don't see you as making money. They only see you as entertainment. They only see you as sex. That's all they see you as. Just somebody they can get over on. But guess what? God said what?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You're above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's the importance of coming out here and teaching our people. Letting them know who they are according to God. All right? Same Bible from the church. Same one, the Holy Bible, KJV. it's something that hasn't never changed. Even though they make these other NIV and all them other IVs, you know, all these other false lifelines, IVs. But this is the same scriptures, because they don't want us reading the Old Testament, because they are not teaching us our history. That's something they will never want to teach us in these schools, and especially the churches, because the pastor's supposed to be teaching you your history. This is biblical history right here. You should have known this ever since you were knee-high to a grasshopper, man. I should have known the same thing. You know, but they tell us not to go to the Old Testament, so we don't know our history accordingly. That way, when we go to the New Testament, they can trick us and say, guess what? It's everybody. And that's the cold, dead lie right there. It's not everybody. Let's go to Romans chapter 9. It's not everybody. Verse 4. You got it.
The book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 4.
Bring it on.
Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption.
So the Israelites pertain up to the adoption, you know, by Christ. Christ coming back and saving us, read.
And the glory.
And the glory, which means everything on planet Earth belongs to you.
That's right.
Exactly what they're saying. Second Ezra chapter 6. Hold that, Second Ezra chapter 6. We're going to bring it out. Thus saith the Lord thy God. Everything is supposed to be yours. You're not supposed to be serving anybody on the planet Earth. They're supposed to be serving you.
That's right.
That's why they don't want you reading this Old Testament. All right? Bring it out.
Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 54.
Bring it out.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
Right, so Ezra is Ezra in the Bible. So he's asking the Lord these questions. Bring it out.
Of him come we all.
Right.
And the people also, whom thou hast chosen.
Right, so everybody on earth what came from Adam and Eve, right? So that's what he's saying. And the people on earth and the ones that he has chosen. God chose us, the Israelites.
Right.
He chose us out of all the people on the face of the earth.
Right.
That's separation right there. Bring it out.
All this have I spoken before thee,
Right.
O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Right.
For whose sake?
For our sakes.
God made the world for the Israelites. As
That's
black and
right.
Hispanic man,
Right.
God made the world for you.
That's right.
You are an Israelite according to the Bible. He made the world for you. Every tree that you see, every river that you see, every vineyard that you see is supposed to be yours.
Right.
Everything on this earth is yours.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. And finally, my brethren, be strong.